What's up, everybody? It's your girl Shannon Denise, and we are back.
Yay!
With more of the curve, y'all. Hello.
I know. It seemed like forever.
Yes. Well, of course, I'm your girl Shannon Denise. I am surrounded by beauty, honey, and hard work and amazingness. These girls have been busy while we've been on break, child. Busy. What y'all been doing? Tell the people.
You go first.
Oh, I launched my, what's that thing called? Podcast.
Tony G. Campbell, the podcast.
Yes, Tony G. Campbell, the podcast. Okay, let me tell you really quick where you can find it, because I always forget one of them. You can find it on my website, TonyGCampbell.com.
Oh,
You can find it on my YouTube channel. Go ahead and subscribe. I'm trying to build up my subscribers, please. You can find it on iTunes, Spotify, SoundCloud, Facebook, Instagram, and the Twitter at Tony G. Campbell, the podcast.
So excited
That's
for you.
wonderful.
And there's 2 episodes already out there.
Wow.
So yes, I'm excited.
Busy. I'm telling you, we take a little break and the people go and start whole new businesses. Just whole new businesses. Just whole new ones.
Oh my
Yes.
gosh, that's
I'm
wonderful.
so
Girl, all
excited.
those hashtags and apps.
Yes.
Not the hashtag today.
Yes. I
Yes.
hashtag a lot.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Well, shout out to you, friend,
Well,
for
thank you.
I'm
Thank
so,
you.
Like, we're proud
That's
of you. We're so
wonderful.
excited for you.
Thank
like,
you.
So y'all be sure to check her out. Make sure you go to all of those things. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Tony G. Campbell, the podcast. Make sure you go to her website, because, honey, everybody's website needs traffic, child.
Exactly. And if you go to the website and become a Gen X warrior, because I'm a baby of Gen X,
Hey.
you could have a chance to host one of my podcasts with me.
Oh,
Hey.
that's phenomenal.
Hey.
I love that.
That's dope.
Thank you.
That's
Thank you.
super dope. Hey, friend, what you been doing?
Listen.
What you been up to?
Girl, everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
Hey, Dr.
Listen.
Missy.
Listen, that almost made me drink. So during our break, I know that I've shared this with you all in regards to me writing this dissertation.
So, for y'all who didn't know, we're on the road to be Dr. Missy, honey. We are
Yes,
on the
we are
road.
We're on the right road now, because I was off the road. I took a little hiatus,
That's
so I
okay.
had to get back
That's
on
okay.
track.
Get your life.
And with that being said, so I started a new Instagram page. Yes, and it's called Saving Superwoman.
Hey.
Oh,
Because that's what my
nice.
dissertation is about.
Okay, we're gonna have to follow that
Yes.
one. I'm gonna have to. Well,
So
I'll
that
do it
whole
after this.
at Saving Superwoman, and I talk about just things that we all have in common, trying to balance life, work, weight,
Yeah.
our mental health, our physical health, our spiritual health.
All of
You
those
know,
things.
just the small things that we could do. Try to motivate and inspire. So
Yeah.
that's what's going on right now.
Oh, yes, child. Miss Melissa's been,
Yes.
What's been going on with you?
busy.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, it's pageant season, people.
Oh, yes.
Your girl has been traveling, child. I've been on planes,
Wow.
trains, and automobiles trying to get all over the world.
And beaches.
And
Yes.
beaches, yes. So the Miss Florida Plus America pageant was held in Miami. And that, yes, child, yes. And so I went down there, maybe last weekend? No, 2 weekends ago.
Yeah.
To hang out with the queens down there and to bring a whole new royal court in for the state of Florida. And it has been amazing. Congratulations to all of those beautiful ladies. They were amazing. The California Plus America pageant happened last weekend.
I saw you posting. And
Yes.
not
yes.
where's Waldo, but
Where's Shannon, child?
Where's
Yes.
Shannon?
California
All
Plus
over the
America.
world.
That's it, child. Happened this past weekend. South Carolina Plus America is in 2 weeks. 2 weeks away. So we are going to be busy and traveling and just being Miss Plus America,
I'm
child.
happy for you.
Yes, it's been amazing, and so but I'm glad to be back because I missed y'all. I missed
Yeah.
the conversation. I felt disconnected from like
I
pop culture and what's going on with the culture. Like I felt
Oh,
And I couldn't get away from the family on Monday nights.
yeah, right.
I mean, you know.
It's almost like this is almost like a
Saving
break.
Superwoman.
Yes.
Saving Superwoman. That's it.
Save me,
Listen,
save
you
me.
got to disconnect.
Save me, yes. Oh, and so and the week before, no, last week was spring break. Let me tell y'all something.
Oh, yes, spring
I almost
break.
called some of y'all to come
Let
get
me
that
tell you
boy.
something. I had to set some rules. Like, look, this is not Old Country Buffet or Ponderosa.
It's not
Oh, you can
them
eat.
2 meals. You're going to stay out that
the
refrigerator.
same two that
My
you eat when
buddy,
you go to
that's
school.
right. You need a snack. Get a couple oranges.
Oh, see, that's my kids. 4 snacks a day during
Why?
spring break. And we had company. My sister and my adorable nephews and niece
Oh,
came
no.
down.
No.
I mean, they're like, I don't want food. I'm like, what do you mean? It's lunchtime.
We
I
had
want
the
a
same
snack.
schedule. You're not getting ready to eat me out of house home. Look here.
I made
Because if you were at school, you
two
wouldn't be eating
Sam's
much.
runs.
You're not even
Two
sitting at the house
Sam's
home.
runs.
You're not even at the house
I went to
home.
go in my refrigerator. It's spaghetti sauce all of the now. You know what you out of order. I said, come in. Come here. Who did this? Because ain't nobody in the house
But me and you.
Exactly.
So how
Get
you
it
get all this
together.
on here? I had a little snack. Lasagna?
Hey,
That's not the
depending,
That's when I called you.
depending on the
That's when I
size.
called you.
I was about to say,
Where's Miss
depending
Shannon?
on
Right.
the size, it could be a snack if it's like that size of a piece.
You tried to
know?
say Milan right then.
Hey,
You did.
I'm
You tried to
hey.
save her. You did.
You wasn't trying to save my budget.
Snack food can be regular food.
No.
Eat a
no.
little piece of chicken. No?
Listen, can I tell y'all that I'm so thankful for my father because by Saturday my daddy was like, I'm just gonna come get him. He was like, oh, we need a haircut. I'm just gonna come get him, take him for the
now
day.
you appreciate your child's teacher.
Oh,
I've been
Listen.
appreciated them.
See,
Oh,
did
girl.
y'all ever see that? It's that YouTube video where the woman is walking through Target.
Yes, I love her every year. The start of
She's
school.
walking through Target and
It's
she's
a
like,
whole
what
video.
you need? You need some washing powder? What you need? Whatever you need,
She's like,
ma'am,
I
I'ma
will
get it."
buy that woman whatever she want because guess what? She taking my kids away all day.
Yes, I feel that very same
She
way
is
about
awesome.
Miss
Post it.
Sitton. Yes,
Post it
I will.
so we can see.
I'm gonna
She
post
is
it because it is
awesome.
hilarious. I feel the same way about Miss Sitton, Dr. Ferguson, and all the wonderful teachers at Night Elementary. Take him, take him,
Miss
take him.
Kalman and Miss
Listen,
Carter,
if
love
it
you
wasn't
all.
that-
Love you.
We were doing cookie booths.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because
So let me tell y'all about these cookie booths. I need all the saints to extend their hands towards your computer screen,
Yes.
your iPad, whatever it may be that you're watching us on.
Yeah.
First of all, we have been doing cookie booths every weekend.
Ooh,
Every weekend.
because that's what hustlers
Saturday and Sunday
do.
Oh.
at Juicy Crab. You can find us at Juicy Crab
Come on now.
in Gwinnett.
Because
That's where
Milan
we
is
are.
a hustler. Y'all don't know about my girl
Now,
Milan.
when is cookie season over?
It's supposed to have been over.
Oh, okay.
But what happens is when you're an overachiever mama and you want your kid to get a nice little prize, you order more. You order more because I just didn't have it in me this year. So I said, you're going to do some cookie booths. But I forgot, if she does the cookie booth,
Who else got to do them?
I got to.
That's
and
really
then
it.
last week, Sunday, I felt like I got pimped.
Oh,
Because I had daddies out there.
wow.
Daddy's dropping 20s in the little tip jar.
Okay.
Can I help you out, Mom? No, you cannot, sir. You got 5-6 kids behind you. No. Thank you for your donation. I said, Milan, smile. Let's keep it moving. I want to sell the last cookie. Hopefully, we can get them sold by the end of the month.
Listen, Melissa is going to post a link. I need y'all to buy these
We
cookies
can't
for my
even sell
girl.
them on the link. The link is shut
The
down.
link is
now.
shut down.
The link is
y'all
shut
got
down.
to listen. Y'all got to DM Melissa on Instagram. Saving Superwoman. Y'all
Please save me from these Girl Scout cookies.
listen. This baby has got to get these cookies gone. Please get these cookies out of her house. So
And then she entitled. I'm sorry, I ain't seen y'all lately. Put her entitled self. She had the nerve to tell me, well, I'm not getting a trip to Disney, so I don't think I want to do this anymore.
Oh!
Y'all getting ready to do it.
Oh!
You gonna do it and you gonna sell them cookies and you gonna sell all. I said, just keep the vest in the car. Keep the vest in the car. She but just give them to the homeless people.
Oh, hey Milan. Milan said we gonna donate. We got love in our hearts.
But she don't have no love
I
and
was
money.
about to
Like
say,
it's
that's
free.
because Milan didn't spend no money to get them cookies she giving away right now.
Milan didn't spend a dime. She said,
Not-
"We're gonna
not a
give it to
dime.
the homeless
Not a
mom."
dime.
That's
Her heart was in the right place, but her pockets weren't. Okay. Go ahead.
Okay, we're gonna get back on task at some point.
Oh gosh, I missed y'all. Like I missed all of this right here. So I'm excited. We are excited to be back around the table and with you guys. We are so excited. We're gonna get it popping. We got so much to talk about and so much to catch up on. Whoo, let me start. I need everybody to just take a big deep breath. Because we need to talk about Nipsey Hussle.
Yes.
Melissa has already promised us tears. She has already promised us. She has already promised us tears. So y'all just go ahead and get ready and get your tissues out. I'll be the first to say I was not a fan of Nipsey Hussle's music. I heard interviews that he did before I ever heard any music that he had ever done. And I caught Nipsey Hussle on the conscious end of his journey, the black empowerment, the go back into your neighborhoods part. So I did not catch the earlier music. I know that's where he started. And so I'm not going to sit back and be like, oh, this great rapper. No, I know Nipsey Hussle as an entrepreneur. And regardless of how you came to this story, a good man died.
Yes.
At the end of the day, I know I've been on Twitter having plenty of Twitter beef with people talking about y'all some bandwagon fans. I can't believe y'all just now. Da, 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 da. And I'm like, at the end of the day, I'm a human being who has compassion for the fact and empathy for the fact that a good man died and a good woman lost a good man.
Yes, and them babies lost their daddy.
They lost
That's
their
my
daddy.
thing. I mean, I didn't know Nipsey until he got shot. Like, really, I knew nothing of this man until he got shot. And then I was like, okay, who is this guy? Because, I mean, there was an outpour, for him. And I'm like, okay, who is this dude? And then my husband was like, that's Lauren London's baby daddy. And I was like, oh, okay, I know her, but I knew nothing of him. But then I saw, pictures of him and his children, and I'm like, them babies lost their daddy.
They did.
That's my thing. And then the coward who shot him from the back, and I didn't appreciate that because I saw the video.
Yeah, the video, if you have not seen the video yet, and I'm sure most people have at this point in time, the video is disturbing. It's disturbing because from what reports are saying is that beforehand, Nipsey was talking to the dude. They had actually had conversation. He was trying to pass him a mixtape that Nipsey was like, hey, dude, I ain't really, I'm not really doing that. And he came back, he left, and then came back and shot him.
Well, the thing about it is, and I think that a lot of people, when you're disconnected, and let me say this, being from Flint, Michigan, what I identify most with is that Nipsey spirit. Like, I haven't always been in the position that I'm in.
Yeah.
And so, I had friends who had brothers who were streetpreneurs and were like, you don't need to be out here. Y'all need to move.
Absolutely.
You need to keep it going. And there wasn't a time that we needed something or that I was in a place that they redirected us. And I love so much what he did for his community.
Absolutely.
And beyond everything that is being televised. Like, as an educator, he didn't wait on Microsoft or Warren Buffett to go into classrooms. Like, he actually, in his neighborhood, in the school that he went into, he updated the computers. A while ago, we used to get Sunny Money, where the governor, Sonny Perdue, would give the teachers money, and they cut that back. You all know teachers get little pay, little parents that donate. He gave the teachers gift cards to go and get things, purchase things for their classrooms.
Wow.
In regards to hosting dinners, holding formal balls where they dress the kids up. Everything from rewiring the school so they would have up-to-date, fast internet, to bringing people in to talk, to showing them, being that person that he wished he had, you know?
Yeah.
And so I think yes, he was somebody's son, he was somebody's father, he was somebody's partner, but he was so much of what we begged for in our community.
He was the light
Who's
in
the
his
next
community.
leader?
Yeah.
Who's the next? And
Yeah.
he was very vested
Absolutely.
in his community to the point where he had the shop where when people would get out of jail, the reason why he was even there anyway, someone got out of jail and he opened the shop up so that they could get new clothes to meet their
Wow.
families.
Wow.
So he opened his shop every August for these kids to come in and get uniforms. So we're not, it's so hurting to see where either people are minimizing him to this gangster of, oh, you know, the reform gangster. No, he just transitioned like we all do.
Yeah.
And here's the thing, Nipsey Hussle is the quintessential story of what you supposed to do when you live in the hood. When you are in a place, or not even in the hood, because hood can be in your mind.
It
you
is.
can, when you are in a place, and it is a place where you don't need to be, whether that is a bad relationship, whether that is a bad neighborhood, whatever, a bad job, whatever your situation is, you have to find a way to use the things that you have learned in your environment to get yourself to another level. And what really frustrates me about people and people on Twitter specifically is that people don't allow other people to grow.
Exactly.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's either y'all feel like you come out of the womb where you're supposed to be. Well, that's not how this works. You have to grow to a level. Yes, lots of rappers came out of hood situations where they had to hustle first, get a little money, be able to do some other stuff second. We've seen that story over and over and over again in hip hop. And I feel like Nipsey is no exception. He is exactly what you're supposed to do.
But before he was in a gang, he shined shoes.
Absolutely.
He talked about how his mother only
$100.
gave them $40.
Yeah.
Gave him he has an older brother, so the brother got the majority of the money. He didn't want to make his mom feel bad, so he went to that same plaza where he was gunned down and asked the guy if they could hire him.
Yeah.
So the guy let him shine shoes, and he went from shining shoes to selling candy bars in the barbershop where he was shining the shoes. So that hustle mentality, and that's where they gave him the name Nipsey Hussle, because he was hustling, and the guy just said it as a joke. But when you have people, just when he talked about his relationship with Lauren London, and I was watching, there was a post that she had a while ago on her birthday, and she said, you drive me nuts, but I love you because you pull up, you show up, and you never leave me alone. That's it. That's all most women want. And he said, that's my job.
Yep.
That's what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah. It's important.
Oof. It's a lot. It's a lot because I look at, my father was a hustler. You know what I mean? My brother, being from Flint, I can really identify with people wanting to better their community.
Absolutely.
And then you always have that one person.
Yeah.
That's something that, no, I ain't Nipsey, but that's something that my mother and I often talk about when I go home. She'll say, you don't need to be out late at night, people watching what you're posting, that's every mother's fear, but why is it as a community?
Yeah. You shouldn't have that fear in a place where you
Absolutely.
live. You shouldn't. And here is the thing that bothers me about this story is that there have been a lot of people coming around this story. Lots of people relate to this, but the thing about it is there's a Nipsey Hussle in your community.
Absolutely. In your family.
In your family who you are not supporting because for whatever reason.
Well, because they're holding them to, like you said, they're pigeonholing them to what they used to be.
Exactly.
And instead of them understanding when you know better, you do better.
Absolutely.
And they won't let people get beyond that right there. They're like, nope, we drew the line. That's where you started. That's where you're going to stay.
Yeah. But we got to stop doing that as a community.
We do.
We got to stop doing that as a community, and then we've got to stop allowing others to portray us that way. I love the fact that the website The Root came out with stories, and other urban news and media outlets have come out with stories talking about the positive aspects of Nipsey Hussle, because if we leave it to outside influences and outside media outlets, they'll just paint him as a gangster. and they won't report on stories like the fact that all of South Central came together.
Yes,
All the gangs in South Central came
It hasn't
together.
happened in over 25
It
years.
exactly came together, decided to call a truce in honor
And then
of
the Nation of
Nipsey Hussle.
Islam got
Yeah.
around them.
Yeah.
And we fear in America, and you should really look at what the word Muslim means. You know, servant of God. You know, really understanding Islam and just the way that they came out to support as a community. Like, it showed me that as a community, we can work together.
Absolutely.
And
We
it
can work
shouldn't take the
together.
death of a man who is being positive, because that's like, you know, with Martin Luther King. And I mean, it's like someone wants to take down any person in the black community who has who has a following so large that they know change can happen.
But that goes back to that toxic masculinity.
Absolutely.
That's what, and
Absolutely.
Steve Harvey, and I was like, wow, to hear him say it. He talked about the toxic masculinity in, you know, I don't want my brother to grow. Or I feel like, you know, since you're on, you should put me on. What about the hard work? And he talked
That
about
part.
the years
That part.
that nobody followed him, the years that he passed up deals,
Yep.
the years that LAPD would take those Crenshaw shirts from out of their trunks and throw them in their cars and pull off. And they would go back again and try to hustle and sell socks and shirts, and they would tell them you need a business permit. You know, you gotta respect this hustle, but a lot of people just want that microwave.
Fast.
Yeah.
They want it
They
fast
want
and they want it now.
Reward.
handed to
it
they
don't
want
work
it
that
handed
way.
to them after you've worked hard for it.
Absolutely.
And it's like, no, you have to. You don't know my journey. You don't know the roads that I've been down. I've been on the trials and the tribulations, the challenges and the victories. You can't just get the victories.
You can't come when it's good. Like
Exactly.
And he said that's why it's called the marathon. You know, because it's a journey.
It is.
I think even with doing this show, I have learned, the lesson I have learned is it's nobody's responsibility to put you on. It's your responsibility to put you on. If there's something happening in your community that you don't like, or something happening that you see that you feel like should be different, it is your responsibility to go out, work hard, and hustle to get it. And here's the thing: once you start doing that, God will put the people in your path.
Absolutely.
Yes.
God will put
Yes.
the people in your path to help you
Absolutely.
along. But people like to help people who are working.
But let me tell you what I respect about him. I respect so much when it comes to, there's just so many things. Because I like I said, that's my workout music. And then once I drop my line off, like I go from Christian to hood. Because I got to prepare myself for what I'm getting ready to go. So the
I love
energy,
Jesus, but I cuss a little.
the energy, that's it.
I love Jesus,
That's it.
but
We
I
go
cuss a
from
little.
Louise Hay affirmations to I love Jesus to
You know, the
T.I.
hustle,
and
yes.
Nipsey Hussle. You know, y'all know what
Yes, little
it is. But
Jay-Z in my
I love
life.
the
Yes.
fact that he studied. Like, he studied his craft, and he paid homage at any time to Master P.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
said how he got to the place he studied Master P and that whole independent movement, and how he made his first million not because somebody gave it to him because he signed with the label. He made it because he hustled and
hustled.
he studied him. And Master
Absolutely.
P was in tears talking about this man.
Yeah, yeah. That's deep. That is deep. That is the kind of leadership and commitment that we need in the black community,
Yes.
especially. And folks need to take up somebody's.
But we
need
have to
take up the
protect
mantle.
those leaders as
We
well.
do.
We have, and you and I have had conversations about this in regards to how do we frame the narratives when we make it to the top.
Yeah.
Do we really reach back and pull forward, or do we reach back to tell people I helped you?
Yeah, that's true.
So now that person is like, you know, are they gonna help me because they want to help me, or are you helping me so you can take credit for it?
Yeah, and a lot of people, a lot of us, a lot of leadership, and I see this specifically and prevalently in the city of Atlanta. A lot of people are reaching back not for you to come up and to build community. There are a lot of folks reaching back so they can take the credit for your work.
And see, I don't understand why people feel like you can't help the next person. Because I'm like, me and my husband will help you all day long. You know, people like, I want to start a podcast. I'll help you because what is for you is for you.
Absolutely.
And what is for me is for me.
Absolutely.
You know, I'm not going to be one of those people like, girl, I ain't showing you nothing because, you know, then that blocks my blessings. And you ain't blocking my blessings
And
at
he
all.
was so humble because one of the text messages, he started his own label and he was putting his friends on. And in one of the text messages to his friend, he said, I'm setting it up so that you can have my fans.
And that's what you're supposed to do.
Absolutely.
That's what
Exactly.
you're supposed to do because there is enough sunshine for everybody.
It is.
There's enough sunshine and there's enough to go around, and we've got to get rid of the crabs in the barrel mentality where we feel like only one person can win at one time. It's like we got to stop feeling
Or
like
I don't want you to do better than me, so I ain't helping you out.
if I put you on and you blow up, we blow up.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
because let me tell you something, I'm bringing everybody on stage.
everybody.
Listen, I want all
Everybody's
y'all to
coming.
try on this cap and gown. Because
We taking pictures.
The funniest thing, and I love my grandfather for this. My grandfather, you know, straight out of Vidalia, Georgia, you know, not immigrant, but migrant worker. Just, it's, oh my gosh, love his story. But every time somebody graduated, he took your cap and gown and put it on.
Yes.
Say, take a picture with me. Now you standing there with your little
regular
nice
clothes.
suit, your regular clothes, and he got on your cap and gown.
Because he knew.
Hey, you stand on my shoulder.
Absolutely.
And I don't mind that.
I don't
Because
mind
those
it.
are giant shoulders.
Yes.
Like, to get from Vidalia to Flint?
Come on now. Vidalia is a little, I don't know, have you ever been to Vidalia?
Yes, no service. You can't get no service.
I've
This
been
home-
through. I've been
This
through.
Yeah, don't
home gets
stop.
no
Don't
service.
stop. Because all there's
It's
there
like
is
a
these
block
onions.
There's
right
just
here.
onions.
Yeah, they're just fields and fields of onions. It's not much else. Not much else.
Bonfire at the Walmart. Nothing else. Jumping on the trampoline.
That bonfire.
Bonfire at Walmart. Okay, well, so from a man who is doing amazing things or did amazing things in our community to a woman who is pushing
boss.
the culture
Absolutely.
forward.
And see, this is what I've been saying from day one, people. Stop supporting people who don't want you to buy their stuff.
So
Not in-
hold
in-
on, wait.
oh, I'm sorry.
We got
Okay.
to tell the people what we're talking about because
Okay.
they didn't see the paper.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, we got to hear.
I'm
'Cause
sorry.
I was right there with you, Tony. We was together.
That's right.
Go
Like,
in.
ooh. Okay, sorry.
So sister in my head, Beyonce Knowles Carter,
Miss Carter.
allegedly
Yeah,
allegedly walked out of a Reebok meeting that she was in discussing her new line of athletic leisure wear. Walked out of a meeting based upon the fact that there was a lack of diversity in the
On
room
the team. Ask the question.
on the team. Said, hey.
Is this who I'm working with?
Are these the people? She said at a board table. Hey, yo, white man. Are these the people I'm gonna be working with? Oh, y'all, this is not gonna work because there's nobody who looks like me or shares my experience in this room. And allegedly, she got up and walked out.
And guess who was waiting on her? Adidas.
And they were like,
We got plenty of y'all. Come on. We got them from up north, down south, out east. Listen.
What you think? We got it international. We got it. What you need, sis? We got
Right,
you.
right.
Adidas was ready and willing to sign that deal and get all of those coins because Miss Knowles Carter is on her. She's about to start back up. Like,
Yeah,
I
'cause
feel
they're
like
merging the Ivy Park.
yeah, and they're taking it out of Top Shop, I believe. And she wants to have her own. She wants larger manufacturing, which is I completely understand because Top Shop's amazing, but they did not have the capability of selling larger sizes. They didn't they went up to I think like extra large, and I think they stopped around there.
See,
but
we need curvy.
we need and Beyonce is a curvy girl.
Just
like
add
she's
some more
small.
X's to it.
You add a few more X's so your girls can get in. And Beyonce was like, I got you. So she went on over to Adidas, signed that deal, and I feel like Beyonce has like a business cycle. I feel like she does like a whole bunch of stuff at one time, and then she takes like a super long break, and then
Because
she comes
she's
back.
a mama and she got to
She
take care
is.
of her babies.
You're absolutely
Saving
correct.
Superwoman.
Saving Superwoman.
That's what she's doing.
She's teaching us some things about, okay, you got to hustle for your business, but you got to take a break for family too.
Yeah, and that's what she's
Life,
doing.
work balance.
Because
Not work life.
Exactly. Life, work
balance.
balance. Because you'll notice, like, whenever she comes, it'll be like a project, some music, a tour, and then like 2 years of break. And then it'll be
Because
like.
they got enough coins to do that.
They do have
Them
enough tours.
tours, let me tell you something. Them tickets be a long. A life insurance
A
policy
whole
if you want to
kidney.
sit on the
Yeah,
floor.
yeah. People be missing their rent payments.
Yeah.
There's a whole mortgage payment because you're trying
And
to
then
get
she
to
do
see
it
Beyonce.
around tax time.
She sure.
So she makes sure your cousins
She's
can
smart.
come.
She's
She
smart
start
now.
off-
Who got
They
it?
release the tickets around tax time so your cousins can come.
That's it. That's it.
Your cousins
Listen,
can come.
absolutely. Beyonce's like, don't spend your regular, don't spend your light bill money.
No.
Spend this good tax money.
Exactly.
That's
Because
what
that's
we're gonna
extra.
do.
It's
Because that's
extra.
extra.
It's not in the budget.
So, if you'll notice, she came out with this Adidas story came out, and then like a good week and a half later,
Here come Netflix.
here come Netflix with the
And
little
baby,
red ends.
Let me tell you something. I'm ready for homecoming.
Listen,
When I tell you I'm gonna have that, I might do my premiere of that dance. That OT Genesis. Me and my baby might do a special. When I tell you we out here getting this money,
yes,
that's my song every day.
that is my jam. Do you
Every
understand?
day.
That's
I can't wait. I can't wait. I hope my neighbors underneath me not home. Because I'm getting ready to just watch.
Like, I feel like I didn't go to an HBCU,
Listen,
but I might have a party at my
baby,
house. Like, it might.
Baby, it's going to go.
It might go all the way down.
Beyonce University.
Yes.
Beyonce
Yes.
Carter University
That's
in my
really
house.
it. Right at the house.
April 17th.
It's going down.
I'm watching.
There might be a premiere party, so y'all be on the lookout because it absolutely might go down. Yeah. So I'm
But I
excited.
love how
Uh-huh.
she took a stand. Because let me tell you what I've seen. And I'm not naming names. I'm not putting anybody out there. But what I have seen, I love the fact that she took a stand and said, hey, look, diversity and inclusion is an issue here.
Yes.
This is not an equitable environment, so we're getting ready to go.
Yeah.
Because what happens a lot of times, I've seen women of color, especially, get into rooms like that, and they become complacent and compliant. So
Absolutely.
you play by someone else's rules, and you're really not making an impact on for the
Absolutely.
people that look like you.
For the culture.
So you're just there for a number.
You're there for
And-
your coin.
And I was
Right.
about to say, and when it gets dominant like that, somewhere in there, your dream gets lost because then
Absolutely.
it becomes all of their opinions and dreams.
Not even lost. It's not even put on the table.
Yeah. You don't even have the option. They come and tell you what they want
Right.
of you and from you. And in essence, she has a huge following. And here's the thing, lots of women of color do. Like I have been researching influencers lately and how influencers are made and built and how they get to that point. And there are a whole lot of women of color out here influencing all
Yes.
kinds of industries.
What's the movie, the YouTube? We've seen this together.
What?
There's a private school on the East Coast, I want to say Connecticut, and the young ladies did a documentary called A Seat at the Table.
Oh, yeah.
And they talk about like the Procter and Gamble. They interview women who are
Absolutely.
CEOs of these Fortune 500 companies and their experiences. And they have women of color in those videos.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to
Yeah,
see
yeah.
that.
If you can watch it on YouTube, it's great.
'Cause I'm trying to become an influencer.
Hey.
You are? Tony G. Campbell podcast?
Yes. Go on and get it.
But
Go on
she
and
took
get
a
it.
stand,
Yeah.
and I love how she done been. And even with Coachella, she took a stance to say, I'm going to expose y'all to culture,
Absolutely.
to HBCUs,
Yep.
and
Yes.
what that looks like.
And that's
That
what
was
you
a
need to see.
fabulous performance.
Listen.
Yes.
And I feel like because of that performance, I feel like that's going to open the door to companies who are not necessarily familiar with HBCUs and going to allow money to be funneled into those areas because she opened that door.
She and her husband. Because let me tell you what they did. And I learned this from I think I was, yeah, it was from a Nipsey Hussle interview that I watched. He said that Adele, with the deal that she did with Apple, 33% of all of the money where people bought iTunes, her album, 33% of that went to Apple. What Jay-Z did with Tidal is said, hey, if you drop it here, the majority of your money is going to go to you. It's like a very small percentage because those record labels were ripping people off.
Yeah,
and the first person he allowed to do that was his wife.
Yeah.
And she did it, and they get all their coins. So he talked about not only did Jay-Z do that with Tidal, but Jay-Z showed him how to do it with this All Money In, where he created his own platform where people could go and anything that comes from All Money In is uploaded here. So they're advocating for the culture, and they're showing us how to do it, like laying the blueprint. Like, don't copy us, do your own thing, and I'm gonna show you
industry.
People will follow.
Yeah, absolutely.
He said that Jay-Z was the one that bought, when he sold his CD for $1,000, Jay-Z bought 10.
There was a CD for $1,000.
Sure did. Because what the record labels, what Beyonce and Jay-Z have done is shown people that you don't need these record labels.
Yeah,
you don't need them.
That's true.
Because do people like us look at the top? So, for instance, the guy who is the A&R for Atlantic, he's actually from Flint. His name is Dallas. And so he's bounced around in different places. But when you have these chairs of these record labels, they don't look like us.
No, they definitely do not.
They don't look like us. So what he and his wife did is said, hey, that's why they fired Matthew Knowles, because he was so strong at sitting at someone else's table when they were saying, no, we got our own. We got our own following. People going to follow us.
And people going to come to this table.
Absolutely. And look at all of us sitting around the table talking about them, studying them.
Talking about them and waiting on Homecoming to come out.
I'm so big, ready. I'm so excited.
Yeah, me too. I cannot wait.
And I'm really going to watch it. I'm going to watch it under my own Netflix.
What?
I wanted to get a cord. I'm going to pay.
Supporting.
I'm not going to bootleg it. I'm not going to use your password and name. I'm really going to pay this time because I wanted to get the cord.
Beyonce is changing some things. There
Listen,
you go.
Beyonce making people get their own Netflix accounts. Come on now.
I'm getting my own so I can watch it. But I did watch that Kevin Hart special on somebody else's, and it was good.
What Kevin Hart
It is
special?
good.
Oh my God!
Oh, you talking about the one where he's in the?
Irresponsible.
Yeah, I saw. Okay, I did. I saw it. I don't
That's
know if I
funny.
loved it though.
I thought it was. Funny
I thought it
because
was
real.
hilarious.
Well,
Well, my thing was my eyes couldn't stay off of his eyes because he was so drunk. And
That's
he
what made
was
it
so
funny.
drunk.
He was
I
very
was like,
drunk.
his
But he had to
eyes
talk
just
about all
was
that
like,
painful stuff.
He did.
oh yeah.
He had to talk about all that painful
He
stuff
did.
when he said his son. This isn't funny. I'm not making light of people who have substance abuse issues. But when he said his son, he took his son's phone, and his son turned into a crackhead. No, Daddy, no, I'm sorry. You know when you take your kid's iPad, when you take them electronics from them,
They can't breathe.
Yeah,
They can't
and
talk.
I'm like,
That 6-year-old be like, yeah. I'm like, dude. They be like, is the hot spot on in the car? I'm like, it's been 2 minutes. 2
Right,
minutes.
you just got in this car.
Can I start the car up? Is the hot spot is on? That's all they
ain't
worried
even
about.
on.
It
but
ain't.
he's another one that has done well for the culture in regards to taking his own, owning it. He said, I made so much money off the tours.
Yeah.
Because he's a beast. Who was that we're talking about? Oh, DJ Envy.
Yeah.
When they went. Now he tells you don't pull your cameras out. So you cannot take your camera or cell phone out of your pocket.
Because they will
at
remove
his comedy
you.
shows. DJ Envy, he said his wife was calling him, and he pulled his cell phone out of his pocket,
They went shoop shoop.
and they put him out.
Yep.
They put him out.
Oh,
They
I
didn't
know.
care.
Because
don't
my
care who you
sister in
are.
New Jersey, she was security for his show up in New Jersey. And she was like, nope, we didn't play. She's like, I don't care. You can't have it in your pocket. You can't have nothing. She's like, if I saw what, shoot, they take you out.
Yeah, they take you out.
They don't play. They don't care how much you pay for that ticket either.
They
But
sure
he
don't.
changed
Gone.
the game because everything is under Heartbeat Production.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
he
I would
built
love
that
to go
whole
visit
thing.
there one day. I just want to go and visit because I feel like, because he's
Visit
from
where,
Philly.
Tony?
Heartbeat Productions.
In
His
Philly?
company.
Is the company's in Philly or California?
No, he's from Philly. I don't know. I think his company's in LA.
Okay.
But I just want, because he's from Philly, I'm like, I just feel not necessarily connection, but I followed him for a while, and I love his book
Soul
and everything,
Plane.
and just him building this
tough.
company, and he's one of those people who like brought his people along with him, you know. And sometimes you
Tiffany
get taken,
Haddish being one
you
of those
get
people.
taken down. Well, you know, I'm talking about all the Red Cup boys and all
Yeah,
that.
his friends.
Some of you, you
From
know,
Foot
sometimes
Locker.
you,
Yeah.
I know, right?
They will
Hey,
listen.
work
You
with
got
Foot
to bring the
Locker.
friends from Foot
Exactly.
Locker. They gotta come. Listen.
And it's like, you know, sometimes you get taken down by trying to bring people along. But I feel like I just want to go and just hang out, be a fly on the wall, and just see what they do in a day.
Yeah.
Because I mean, even though he's silly and crazy all the time,
he is a
he
businessman.
is about his
And he
business.
credited them as writers. That's what I love.
Yes.
So they're all getting money.
They all
Think
get
about
that
how
money.
you and your friends, you and your girlfriends sit around and talk. And that's all they're doing is doing what they normally do. But he credited them as writers.
Yeah.
So they're all making money. And that's what we
And
need
now
as a
they
culture.
can go write for other folks.
Absolutely.
That part. They have credits. They
Yes.
got the SAG,
Absolutely.
the cards now. They can get the SAG cards.
IMBD credit.
Come on now. Come on, IMBD credits.
Girl.
That part. That's what you
That's
need.
what writers
Yeah.
make their money.
That's really it. All right, y'all. We are going to take a very quick commercial break, and we will be right back with more of The Curve.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to The Curve.
Yeah.
Okay, in this segment, we are going to give a toast to you. Okay, our toast to you moment goes to Lori Lightfoot.
Lori!
Yes.
Yes, Lori, yes.
Who is the first black woman openly gay mayor of Chicago.
Chi-Town.
And I say congratulations and awesome. But
Yes.
I am getting that much sick of why it has to be first black woman openly gay. it's like, why can't she be the first American who did something great?
Well, I think okay. So here's the thing. I too get tired of being of the first. Like I get tired of that stigma placed around us. Like all of a sudden she's done
Like, we
something
ain't never did
amazing.
nothing before.
Right. But here's why I think it's important and special. Because one, she is blazing a trail and lighting a path for people in her community who might not be able to otherwise see a way. I think it's important to highlight her as the first, especially the first black woman in Chicago, primarily because it is a city that has been riddled with so much strife. It has been, and my own personal opinion, take it for what you will, but I typically believe that if you want something fixed, you should call a black woman and ask her. I personally feel like, I mean, literally, if you want your city fixed, your country fixed, your life fixed, like you should call a black woman and ask her to come in and get you all the way together.
But they're wrong for trying to make Justy pay that money. They're wrong. All the way wrong.
That's that petty cop who's trying to, you know,
it looks as though Petty Pendergrass is the mayor now.
Yeah. That's
You gonna make that man pay back money because you decided to prosecute him? I don't care if his story didn't sound right.
I still say if he's not guilty, then leave him alone.
Listen, innocent until proven guilty. They found that man now guilty, so let
him be innocent. But that's what I'm trying to say. It's like, I want to know that she is the person who eradicated crime or solved the issue with homelessness. It's like, what does her sexual orientation have to do with her being able to do her job?
So,
you know what I'm saying? It's like...
So I hear that side of the story, but I also feel like for people in that community...
Because they're marginalized.
Because they are an incredibly marginalized community, and I feel like when you are silenced, period. Like whether you believe in being gay or not, or whatever you believe in, it does not take away from the fact that the people in the LGBTQIA community are marginalized. LGBTQIA.
Yeah.
Okay. There are more letters now. People,
there are more letters.
There are more letters. I don't know what I was going to say it for, but there's more.
I'll look it up.
Yes.
Because I mean, but
they're marginalized and they don't get to speak.
But then, like, okay, oh my gosh, I should have wrote her name down. It is an Asian woman who just been named CEO or CFO, something of some big corporation. They're not saying that she is the first Asian heterosexual. I mean, it's like,
you have to think about the Asian culture, though. Typically, the Asian culture they fly under the radar. That's a stereotype of their culture. They fly under the radar. They're not going to be the people that say we're the first Asian American people to do da da da. Even when that woman won the
she was the first Oscar.
The first Oscar winner. She was very quiet. She didn't do a whole lot of interviews. It was very under the radar.
Our cousins want people to know.
Yeah. I mean, I understand. I love the fact that she's a woman. I love the fact that
we like to celebrate you.
And I mean, I even love that she's gay. But it's like, why does that have to be the label? It's like this woman got elected to this office because she is capable. She is smart. She is, you know.
And she also happens to be.
Yeah, and she just happens to be gay. But it's like she's gay, she's black, and she's mayor. It's like, but she's smart. She did this, and she didn't get in office because she was gay. She got in office because she's a strong, brilliant black woman.
There's a strong following now.
Yeah.
Now, don't get it twisted. There's some things that I think that a lot of people in marginalized communities, there's a strong following. There's a strong following because there's something that just happened the other day in regards to a hotel.
Ellen DeGeneres. Yes, honey. The Sultan. The Sultan of.
And I will be boycotting all of them.
No, there's a sultan who owns 9 hotels in America.
Brunei.
And Ellen DeGeneres was like, boycott them
Boycott
all.
'em.
And
Because,
Elton John.
Yeah,
And
because
Auntie Ellen, I will
George
be boycotting.
Clooney.
Yeah.
And so one of the things that
Let me finish telling.
Okay.
Let me finish telling people. The reason that they boycotted is because the Sultan of Brunei just passed a law that people who are gay can be stoned to death,
Which is crazy.
which is insane to me.
Yes.
Because I don't. So I am a traditional. I am a at the intersection of feminism and traditional Christianity. Like, I grew up in the South. I'm a Southern feminist, which is an oxymoron in and of itself. But what that means is, at that intersectionality, there is a constant struggle between what the Bible says and what is right, based on what the Word of God says, versus treating people, like treating people in a manner that I feel Christ would have treated them. And so whether or not you believe in, whether or not you are a Southern Christian girl like me and you believe in being gay, I guess is the correct term, but whether or not you believe in it, it doesn't matter. The fact of the matter is, when people are mistreated and marginalized,
they deserve to be treated like human beings.
they deserve to be
And
treated like human
Jesus
beings.
said, love
Period.
everyone.
Here's the thing.
And the
Period.
point blank.
Exactly.
Just to help you identify with what we're talking about. So this boycott of the Brunei-owned hotels, that is like the Hotel Bel Air, the Beverly Hills Hotel, where they had Clyde Davis has his big party
The
there.
Grammy parties.
So
every
you
year.
have a lot of celebrity events that are held there
Absolutely.
at these hotels, and when you have people like George Clooney, Elton John, Ellen DeGeneres. get
Auntie
behind
Ellen,
it.
just say Auntie
Auntie.
Ellen.
You know that's a big stance.
Absolutely.
They're gonna lose
And it
out.
should be a big stance. Like,
But to stone somebody,
stone somebody for
That's
being gay
crazy.
is crazy to me.
because
Like,
I feel
crazy.
like and so
That's
again,
taking me back to the
if that's
No.
Handmaid's Tale.
Well,
because
here's-
if that's the case, then someone like myself would have been stoned. I'm a divorcee.
Yeah.
I also had a baby out of wedlock.
I'm
So
telling you,
we
they trying
can't
to take
really-
us back to the Handmaid's Tale because they were stoning people on that show.
Oh Lord,
I didn't
we're
see
not even gonna
Handmaid's
talk
Tale.
about handmaids and
Watch
what's going
it, y'all.
on in the state of good Georgia.
Watch
right
it.
now.
Oh, with the heartbeat.
Yes.
Oh, I
We're
can't.
not gonna
I'm
talk
telling
about
y'all,
it.
We're
watch
gonna
the
save
show.
that for
We'll
another.
Watch
save it.
the
We're gonna
show.
save
that's
that
a
for
mess.
another day, because that is a
Okay.
whole.
We let the pale
entire mess.
males make decisions over our uteruses.
Oh, we can't do it. That's a whole nother. We'll hit
We're
on
gonna
that
circle
next
back.
week. We're gonna
We'll
circle
circle back.
back.
Oh, yeah, 'cause
to
we
that
got
next
5
week.
minutes, y'all.
Okay.
5 minutes.
And so we want to.
But we
move-
did. Go ahead, Lori.
Yes.
You are awesome.
Yes.
We applaud you. You are amazing. And just show them that you
show them the other
You
side
have a
of
mi-
why
you
you
have a-
were elected.
you have a brain.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
That's right.
absolutely. That is a shout out to you. And so now, darlings, we are moving into everyone's favorite time. It is Melissa's moment in sisterhood.
So, ladies, our sisterhood moment.
Mm.
We're gonna talk about your sleeping pattern.
Come on now.
So the CDC.
What
How
sleep?
would you- First of all,
What
everybody
sleep?
extend your head this way.
Yeah, because I can call you at any time of night, and it's not just Shannon; it's our whole family. Even Kid Wonders, like, "Mommy, you still on the phone?"
we be up.
Oh no, my babies be
Ooh,
asleep. But
no,
well,
like,
Sydney might not. She was up with me until 2:00 last night.
Jesus, like I need everybody to just pray over my sleep
Listen.
and Tony sleep. Like, I ain't alone in this, y'all.
We
I ain't
will
alone.
share this on the website, so you
Uh-huh.
all on the Facebook, so you all can read this. But it starts off with saying, "Girl, go to bed.
Come on, Jesus.
Girl, go to bed."
I say that at 9 o'clock.
Girl,
I
go to
still didn't get
bed.
to bed till 2.
The lady says, the doctor, Tiffany Lester,
Mm-hmm.
she's saying you can eat kale salads all day, work out twice a day, and have a fulfilling, engaged life. But if you don't give your body the opportunity to fully rest and detox, then it hardly makes any difference. Black women lead in insomnia, It plagues our overall health. If she says blacks and Latinos tend to be poor sleepers, getting fewer than 6 hours on average per night,
I got
which
four
is
and a
not
half.
enough.
4.5 last
Which
night.
puts us at greater risk for cardiovascular issues. So I need y'all to go to bed. I need you to go. Let me tell you something. This thing's so real to me. I get on my knees and sometimes Milana be like, "Mommy, I found you. You was praying." Just get down on your knees, and I found if you say your prayers,
You'll go to sleep.
and just talk to God. Somehow or another, I don't wake back up, and I feel good when I get in the bed. Like, thank you, God. I just doze right off.
Just those right on
But
off.
I have a routine of listening to good vibrations at night. I have sleep music that I listen. Turn them lights off. Put that cell phone somewhere where you have to get up and reach for it. Because I can call you.
You can't.
And you pick up the phone.
Every time.
And it's typing. Turn that TV off. You should not, the research is saying you should not have a TV in your room.
I feel like
That's my white noise, though.
I feel like Melissa picked this specifically.
No, I
for
didn't.
you.
I'm like the pastor. I didn't plan on this. It says lack of shut-eye is also linked to diabetes, obesity, depression, and a host of other chronic illnesses. In our culture, we believe that, quote unquote, they sleep, we grind. That's that whole wave. But guess what? Sleep deprivation is killing us, Black women.
Okay.
So I need y'all to go to bed on time.
But what's
So
on
you know
time?
how you go to
'Cause-
church and like do you feel like the pastors and step all over your own personal toes? My toes hurt.
They should, because I know you don't go to bed.
I don't.
And
You're
I
right.
need to know
fall asleep.
what time is on time.
You got to get like 7 hours.
You
I
need
feel
to
like
have
11
at
o'clock.
minimum 7 to 8 hours of
I feel
sleep.
like 11
For
o'clock.
women,
is
because
right.
our bodies aren't built like men. And
Can
so
somebody tell my children though? I mean, if they have a normal day, they're in bed by 8. Awesome. I don't
I'm
have to
gonna
worry
tell
about
you
it.
how to get them kids
but-
to sleep off camera.
Oh,
I can tell you how to get them to sleep.
she said off
You
camera.
don't want to tell the people.
Because I'm a mandated reporter.
No, I mean like I said, as long as if my daughter doesn't have a late nap, like she had a late nap today, I plan for her to be up when I get home because she had a way late nap and I could not wake her up. But if she has no nap, she in bed by 8 o'clock, no
Let me
problem.
tell you something.
I don't struggle with this so much with the kids because Kid Wonderful sleeps like an old man. He sleeps like his granddaddy.
That's why he like mine. Because I'm gonna tell you something, and she's been this way since she was a baby. Lavender bath. That Johnson's and
See, I
Johnson's
have the lavender.
bath. But now at 9, and people laugh hysterically when I post this. Like, she pours so much Epsom salt in the bathtub, like it opens me up. And she's in there. I can go in there sometimes, and she is just laying back, and she might have a book in there, light turned low, with the night light in there. And I'm like, what the you get your...
Milan is right here practicing self-care.
I was about
She
to say
believes
she
in
is.
self-care.
She's an old
And
lady
she's
inside.
gonna put that lavender baby lotion on, and within 5-10 minutes after she brushes her teeth, she sleeps.
See, that's my son all day. My daughter is
But
like
if you want to be around
she's like her mama.
for your children, I'm gonna tell you something. A nurse
These
told
are
me
not
this.
lies.
A friend of mine, I go in every day to get my blood pressure checked, and she said, "I'm gonna show you what you need to buy because I seen you been shopping and all." And so I was like, "What?" And she had a coffin, and I was offended. She said, "Don't get offended because you're running yourself ragged. And for as much as you post about loving your daughter, I need you to love yourself so nobody will have to take care of her."
Ooh. That
That's
would make me
okay.
cry right where we stood.
Yeah, I was in there crying.
You
You
know,
know me.
you that would have been
Because I said
like,
that's just hateful, but it's true.
but it's
It's
accurate.
hateful.
It's accurate.
So get your rest, people.
You're not wrong. We have to.
I'll do better.
And we do because I often feel like, first of all, here's the problem. I'm more creative at night, and so what happens is I finally have time. I'm finally shutting down from the day. And I finally have time to get those things done, but I'm going to have to schedule
when the
sleep.
babies go to bed,
I'm
that's
gonna
the
have
only
to
time I can
schedule
get
sleep
things
like
done.
I schedule everything else.
Thank you.
I mean, that's accurate.
Listen, I'm the best power napper. I can go to sleep when I leave here. It's going to take me about 5-10 minutes after I get in the house.
You gonna be knocked down, Melissa?
Listen, I don't feel like sleeping is for suckers. I don't feel like that.
Now, I'm all about naps because I was supposed to take one today because, like I said, I got no sleep last night. Up at 6:30 this morning. I've been running all day.
Me too.
Because I had I don't know why I scheduled all these appointments on a Monday. And then we were coming back here tonight. So I was like, I'm going to be running until 11 o'clock tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when I get home, I'm going straight to bed. But on a normal day, I can't really work on my stuff until 8 o'clock when they go to bed.
But even if you work from 8 till 11, like if you sat down and really grinded from 8 till 11, because here's what happens to you, girl. I sit down at 9, and then I turn on the TV, and then I get into that. I also get distracted very easily. Like it's super easy for me to be like, oh, Grey's Anatomy is on. Let me just watch 15 minutes. Oh, let me.
See,
Okay,
what
come
you
back
gotta
to
do,
grind.
watch the same show
is
every
not good
day.
for your brain as well. So the
I watch-
HD in your televisions, we can.
I watch it on my
eye.
iPad. Is that
that.
the same thing?
Call JJ and
Listen,
tell him that.
I know these men are like, what is she talking about? No. That's why that old school TV when you were younger didn't take you any time to go to sleep. Because you didn't have all them pixels on that dusty TV. And when it was black and white with that U
and
at the
TV
top,
went
Yeah,
off.
yeah.
And
And you
TV
had
went
to
off
get up
at
and turn
11,
it.
You
or
had
was
to
it
turn
12?
you went to
Did
sleep.
TV go off
12.
at 11 or
It was-
12? It went
yeah.
off at 12
You
o'clock.
went to sleep.
Yeah.
You didn't.
sleep.
Your brain was active. It actively sleep.
That-
So I'm just telling you these days. Shout out to I am the king of fitness. I don't have any problem with
You
going to
don't.
sleep because I box every day,
yeah,
and that's why my face is looking kind of dry now.
that's okay.
But I don't have a problem going to sleep because
Come
he
on
wears me out.
Listen, this is real life, and I appreciate it.
Okay.
Yeah, and I can't wait for you to share your journey with the people.
Follow me at Saving Superwoman.
That's it. All right, guys. Well, it has been an amazing show.
Yeah.
Yes, amazing show. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for tuning in and rocking with us. We really do appreciate it. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/onthecurve. Make sure you subscribe to our Facebook, like our Facebook page, and go to Twitter and make sure you're following us there. Website coming soon. I'm working hard on it. It's coming soon. It's gonna be up and ready to go in just a little while. And you'll be able to get Curve merch. And you'll be able to we'll have all the information that we share on the show. You'll be able to submit guests. You'll be able to do all the fun stuff on the website. So the website is coming soon. Follow us all on our respective social media pages so you can make sure you keep up with what is going on with us. We, in the coming weeks in May, we have a good friend of ours, friend of the show, Lynn Delaney, who does Wigless Wednesdays. We love Lynn.
Yes.
Lynn is going to be coming to the show and hanging out with us during the month of May. I just talked to her today. It's going to be amazing, darling. She is our curvy correspondent in Texas, and we're super excited that she's
so
going to be.
funny.
She's so funny.
Yes.
If you have not subscribed to Wigless Wednesdays, go on to YouTube, and I believe it's at Journey to Be Me.
She's funny.
She's super duper dope, super funny. Make sure you check her out. I think that's gonna be it. Oh, please make sure you check out my podcast with my cousins called Flesh and Blood. We do a podcast talking about building empires and family. We drop that every Thursday, so make sure. Yeah, girl.
Did y'all talk about
Where
real stuff?
at?
We do. You can catch us on SoundCloud. Make sure you go to SoundCloud /Flesh and Blood. And we are on SoundCloud, about to get on all the other ones. So make sure you
Yeah.
catch us there. All right, people, we love you. We are going to see you next week. We are back in the mix and excited about it. Make sure you keep winning, keep living, and don't forget to live life on the curve. See y'all next week. Love you, life.